Since when did E39 stores start doing E60s? Well, I don't mind. On a space gray 2008 M5 with a young 60. Where is it? It's got a weird little noise out there in the under the Ionic cover. It seems to be with the Vanos or in the head somewhere. 62 455. I don't know if you can hear that on camera or not. I took the Ionic cover off, and it looks fine. It's tight. The Ionic module is tight, but it just makes noise, seemingly in the front of bank one cylinder head. Crazy busy day, as usual. We're gonna get this guy out of here, and then I'll get you an update, and actually have some work to do on my car this evening. Vlog clip today. What do we got going on? Let's get a little update here before I head home. Today's Wednesday. That's a compact disc, and my back hurts. All the cars are back in. The M-Tech is finishing up its road testing. Alpine car, so we went to take the drain bolt out. My dad went to take the drain bolt out, and spin, no come out. Oil pan stripped. It's an aluminum pan. People over torque it. Torque isn't really important. You just snug it down with a fresh crush washer and it'll be fine. Customer opted to replace the pan. They're on back order 4 weeks. I was able to score one from SSF here in San Diego, so that is over there. And once I get a new gasket, the main gasket that goes in between the lower pan and the upper pan, of course, and then I like to replace the gasket on the level sensor here as well. So those are coming tonight or tomorrow. We'll get that done soon. Then the car's drivable again. Well, not really. The exhaust has been a pain in the ass. So we finished all the driveline stuff. The exhaust is ready to go back on, but it's not. That has to be drilled out, and it's now very bent, and I'm pissed about it, and I'm not sure what's going to happen there. We made so much progress in one day on this car, and then that happened, and the oil pan stripped, and it took time to get parts, and took some of the wind out of our sails. 530's done, pending a detail, which is happening on the 9th, and then it goes to Florida. My car, we'll get to that in a moment. This thing is waiting on a reverse sensor pigtail. That's important. That needs to go in. Then we need to wire the clutch switch. I already dug out a clutch switch and pigtail, but we're making progress here. It's just slow. Yesterday we did a 16x9 retrofit, Mark IV retrofit in the 2005. Guy forgot to take the parts. I'm not sure if he wants them. I'm not sure if he wants that cassette tape. That would now be very difficult to get out. We'll figure it out. I've emailed him, haven't heard back yet. My car, I've spent time on this today. So firstly, let's take a look in the trunk and appreciate the utility of the E39 M5. Look at that. It fits a windshield beautifully with split fold seats. Why is there a windshield in the trunk? Because tomorrow's glass day. And I have taken the last few hours or so, look, my brake fluid reservoir, to remove the wipers and the cowl and the trim and the seal and the mirror and the Valentine and the camera and the A-pillars and all the stuff that needs to come off to facilitate a windshield install. So I'm dropping it off tomorrow morning at, I don't remember if it's 9 or 10 o'clock. I think it's 10, thank God. And look at that, isn't that weird? It just looks odd to see everything exposed like that. But I'm gonna replace everything, every little grommet, every little fastener, wiper blades, cowl, the little triangle pieces of trim that go up there. We'll get everything cleaned out. The brake fluid reservoir was only about half full, which is a little bit alarming to me. I'll need to get under the car and take a look, make sure my slave cylinder or something isn't leaking. But everything's dry up here and the wheels are dry. So all I'm having them do tomorrow is cut this glass out, dispose of it, and put that glass in, and maybe I'll bring them the seal. That's probably a good idea. I'll put the seal in there too, so if they want to do that. If they don't, or don't think they can get it perfect, I will do it, but it's probably easier with the glass. So I'm gonna change clothes and head out here. I'm exhausted. This M5, the Le Mans car from Portland, it's just been sitting here. It's in the queue. We need to do the MPI on it and then review those results with Daniel and see what he wants to do. But here's all my inside parts, A-pillars in the mirror and such. I'm going to replace the rain light sensor. This is one out of one of our parts cars, but it's got a burnt spot on it. I was at the junkyard a few weeks ago and bought a whole bunch of these, and this one just looks nicer, so I'm going to put that one in. So I'm just getting ready to leave the shop, put my laptop away, and I've got company. Look at this little guy. I need my bag back, bud. Hi there. Don't jump on me. Oh, he's fast. He's real quick. There he goes. Okay, so I don't have cabin air boxes or a snorkel, or like the snorkels or any of that stuff out under the hood, and I thought maybe I'd have to turn off the climate control. No, it works fine. If I stop for a while, it kind of smells like oil, but that's probably because there's some drop of oil seeping out of something somewhere, even though this car doesn't really leak very much from the engine. But listen, it's loud. It's so loud because all that plastic isn't there to absorb that. Plus, the split fold seats are open to accommodate the windshield in the back. So we get a lot of exhaust noise from the back. And then I think I'm actually hearing like header. I can hear all this head noise at higher RPMs on or off throttle. So I'm pretty sure I'm hearing the air of each cylinder exhaust stroke hitting into the exhaust manifold walls, which is kind of cool. You know, I don't want it to sound like that permanently, but I don't want to sound like an asshole sitting here revving. But when I take off from here, I'll show you. I miss this car.